everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial kind of experiment about this eye look right here. So I was actually really wanting to create something colorful for Pride Month, happy Pride everybody. And I just did not know what I want to do. And then I realized that I have done rainbow looks in the past twice. Once in 2013 and once in 2016. So I thought it'd be interesting to go back and look at them and see how much I have grown. And so I went back and let me see if I can find it again. I'm going to be showing you on my iPad, so the quality is not that great. I have to go through Instagram to find them. So I thought it'd be kind of a fun experiment to see how much I have grown and how much better my technique has gotten with makeup. I started really playing with makeup in 2013, and that is when this first picture is going to be, in 2013. And then I didn't start my YouTube channel for a good amount of years after that. And then the second picture is from 2016. I think I already had my channel started, but this is not a look that I posted. So the look on this side over here, that is the one from 2013. And it's so funny. Look at my eyebrows in that. I was a mess. I think I used the e.l.f. 100 color palette to create that, and at the time this was how I did my makeup. And then the one on the other side is the one from 2016. My technique definitely got better. I had red hair. I was a lot more into makeup and hair in that picture, and both of those pictures are kind of crap quality, and I'm sorry for that, but this is how much I've grown. So I used the Morphe and James Charles palette to create this look, and I also used a couple shades from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette. So this is what the Juvia's Place palette looks like. Very colorful. You got some really pretty colors. I used the orange, yellow, and the green shimmer from here, and then I went in with a bunch of colors from this palette right here, and I did a talk through. I told myself I was going to do it as a voiceover, and I did a talk through. So I don't want to talk too much about the James Charles palette, but what I do want to talk about is Morphe. So Morphe did launch a palette and a palette and brush set collection for Pride. It's a very colorful, very rainbow palette. I think it is gorgeous. I am probably not going to get it because I don't play with color enough to justify buying it since I already have the James Charles palette. But I did want to give y'all some information about it because they are partnering with the Trevor Project for this collection for Pride Month. And I am going to read some of this so I don't get it wrong. But so the Trevor Project, it says, we believe, this is the little bio that Morphe has on their website talking about why they partnered with the Trevor Project. So it just says, we believe in helping to create a safe space where everyone, and we mean everyone, can feel accepted and free to express themselves. That's why we partnered with the Trevor Project, the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning youth. 100% of net proceeds from our Pride Live in Color collection will be donated to the Trevor Project during our Pride celebration. Thanks to your purchase of the 25L Live in Color Artistry Palette, Live in Color Brush Set, plus any additional donations you choose to make through Morphe stores and Morphe.com, our donations will help fund the Trevor Project's ongoing efforts to help save young LGBTQ lives, including providing confidential crisis counseling to 80,000 LGBTQ young people this year, cultivating a safe and supportive community for LGBTQ youth from around the world on Trevor Space, Trevor's international social media platform, and training hundreds of volunteer crisis counselors to provide invaluable support to LGBTQ youth via text, chat, and phone. I did want to read that at the beginning of this video just to let you guys know I really do want the brush collection, the brush set. That just looks gorgeous. I really want the brush set. But like I said, I just cannot justify the palette. You can go, I believe you can go onto the Trevor Project's website and make separate donations if you're not buying the makeup. But I just thought that was something I should let you guys know, and I will leave all this stuff linked in the description box down below as well, so you guys can read up on it a little bit more for yourselves. And if you would like to purchase the palette or the brush set, I will leave that linked down there as well. So with that out of the way, because this is already going to be a long video and I know it is, let's go ahead and jump into it. So if this eye looks a little stained, it is. I took it off. I love the way it was turning out, but once you got close to it, that primer was just making it crease, and I don't know what it is. It's either like the Morphe shadows or the Morphe primer. I don't think it's these eyeshadows, because the formulation on these really remind me of the Jaclyn Hill ones. So I really do not think it's the shadows. I'm more irritated because I just spent 20 minutes on this one eye, and I'm going to use my Shape Tape Eye Primer. I'm not going to set it down like I did the Morphe one. And I mean, that could have been the downfall of the Morphe one as soon as I set it down. But I'm just going to stick with what I know. And what I know works for me is the Tarte Shape Tape Eye Primer. Here we go. I'm going to dip into You're Kidding, which is this really pretty red shade. I think the way I'm going to do it is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So I'm going to do red on this outer area. And this is a Morphe M433 brush that I'm using. Sorry, I'm like so focused. This is what I didn't want to do. I love how I said I was gonna probably do a voiceover, and I just started doing a talk through. I think I'm just so excited that I'm just in the mood to talk as I'm doing it. I can't tell yet if this is better or worse. But I'm gonna take now a little Morphe M506 brush and go in with some Rusted, which is a orangey red color, and just, and just blend this out on the top, kind of diffuse that color a little bit. And I am kind of stamping this on this You're Kidding shade. I actually kind of think that's a little bit more pigmented. Maybe it's just because I didn't set the primer down, or yeah, maybe it's because I didn't set the primer down. But that, I just don't like the type of primer the Morphe primer is. I just really don't like that kind of primer. Okay, so there's an orange in this palette, and it's the 518. It is just a little too light for what I was going. So what I was doing before, I was taking, this is the Juvia's Place Zulu palette. I'm going to be taking this orange right here because it is a little bit deeper, and I feel like it ties in a little bit better with this red. And I will be using the orange from the James Charles palette to kind of blend some stuff together. But the initial orange, this one I think just suits the look a little bit more. So once again, I am just going to be stamping kind of this on and really overlapping it right here with You're Kidding. And it looks like these are so hard for me to do because I don't have a lot of eye space. I have such tiny eyes, so it's like I feel like things look weird when I go too close to my brow bone. But I think this already looks better, like 100%. I'm going back in with a little bit of You're Kidding. This is, like I always say, this is where the blending starts. This is where the blending game starts, when you start getting all these colors together. And I'm just lightly blending in between those two shades. Okay, so I feel like up close, it's kind of not gripping to parts of my eyelid, and it's like really settling into the crease. You know what, this actually does look a little bit better than the first one. So I'm going to take a Morphe that Morphe M506 brush that I had rusted on and kind of just like wipe it off. And I'm going to like blend these out at the top right here. Try to diffuse some of that harshness going on. And for the top of this Juvia's Place one, I'm going to take 518, which is the orange in this palette. It's kind of more of a yellowy orange, so it's making it just a little too light for what I want. But I am going to use it to help blend this orange out. There's like a little patch on my eye that my eyeshadow is not sticking to for some reason. I'm going to move on from it because if I focus on it too much right now, I'm going to go insane. So I'm just going to move on. And for the yellow, I'm also going to take the yellow from the Juvia's Place palette because it is a little bit deeper than the yellow in the James Charles, which is the one in B. And I think it just ties together with this a little bit more. But I am going to be going in with a little bit of the B color from the James Charles palette to blend. I'm going to take this brush. I think it's an Ulta brush from a palette. It's just kind of like it's just like a flat brush. And go in with this yellow from the Juvia's palette and do this on the inner corner of my eye, kind of like an inner corner highlight. I'm going to take just a little bit of B on this is a Morphe M431 brush and kind of pat this on the inner corner on top of it. See how much brighter it is, and then lightly blend right in here with it. Okay, I don't know what it is with these oranges. They're not sticking to this certain part of my eye. From far away, it doesn't look bad, but once I'm up close, I can see it. So, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop there for this eye. And then I'm going to move on to this eye. Now, I don't know if I'll be reaching into the Juvia's Place palette as much for this eye, but we shall see. I'm going to prime my eye with the Shape Tape Eye Primer. I'm going to start inner corner in. So I'm going to be going with green. So the green in this palette is Social Blade. So I'm going to be taking, for this, I'm going to be taking, this is a ruby brush. I don't know where this brush came from. I want to say my sister gave it to me. I don't really know much about this brush. It's kind of a duo fibered pointed brush. So I'm going to be going in, like I said, with Social Blade. That's a green. You know what? As much as I want to work from the inner corner in, I can't do that. It's throwing me off so much. Green, blue, indigo, violet. So violet is pretty much purple. I'm going to take Escape, which is a deeper purple in this palette. I have multiples of the same brushes. So this is a Morphe M433, the same brush that I used for this red on this side. Purple. And just go in with it. I'm going to stamp it on kind of like I did. You're kidding. I really like this color. It's super pretty. This is a really pretty purple. This looks weird since I already had the green in my inner corner. But it's throwing me off too much, and I think it would have blended really weird to me. So now I'm going to take another Morphe M506 brush. This is a clean one. Okay, so Morphe M506, blue, indigo. So indigo, brother, this looks kind of like it's a bluish kind of purpley shade. I think this'll work. I'm gonna kind of tap this on. And then whatever excess I have, I'm gonna kind of blend. What is this called? Escape with. And then I'm not gonna worry too much about that because I'm about to put another color on. I think I'm gonna use a different color. So I'm gonna take, I actually don't have a second M504 brush. So I'm just going to take a Morphe M411 brush, which is just a little bit bigger. And I'm gonna go in with Cola. I'm gonna go into Cola, which is a deeper blue, deep blue, and tap this on right here. Oh my god, I love these blues and these purples. They are so gorgeous. I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of Escape. And especially since I put that Brother color down first, I think it looks really gorgeous underneath it. So I can have a little bit of a better transition between this bright green and this deep blue. I'm going to take this eyeshadow brush. This is an eyeshadow C brush from e.l.f. I think they sell these. This is just from one of their holiday kits, but I think they sell this type of shaped brush. These are just kind of like your standard eyeshadow brushes. I'm going to go in with Playground, which is kind of like, it's a brighter blue. It's in the same area with Cola and Brother. It's just a little bit brighter. So I'm going to take this. I tapped a lot of that off and put this in between Cola and that Social Blade, the green color, to help kind of blend just a little bit more. So now I'm going to go in and blend all these colors until I'm happy with the way they look, and then I'll come back to y'all.
I've been thinking of how you made me lose somebody. You are not the one, yet everything I ever wanted. Will I ever know how you touch my body, how you hold me close to you? Some things I don't know, stupidest thing that I've ever done. The way you made me feel, stuck in the time zone, a beautiful milestone. No more tears that to cry, hold me, keep me close, hold me till I know, haunt me. Frozen, just like a storm. Will you ever come back to me? Frozen, heavy as a stone. You're everything I ever wanted. Will I ever know how we could have been, how we grow older now? Something's left unknown.
I'm back. So I had a little mishap when I was doing my face. I prepped my skin with some priming spray or some setting, whatever, some sort of spray, and it like chunks missing. I'm gonna go over everything on the top part of my lid really quickly, and then I'm gonna work on the bottom. the Juvia's Place yellow, I'm kind of focusing more with the orange right here on the lid, and then in the very inner corner is where I'm really putting that yellow from the James Charles palette, the B one, the really bright one. And then I'm going to start taking this down around on my lower lash line. Just really tapping that in there. Now I'm going to take, on this same brush, this is a Morphe M431 brush. I'm just going to take on that same one, 518, the orange shade, and blend it. And I'm going to take into the Juvia's Place orange, just on the tip, and a little bit more, and then a little bit of rusted. And then I'm going to finally take You're Kidding on this brush and connect it. On this eye, I don't really know what I'm going to do. So when I went into Ulta, I was looking for some bright eyeliners, and I was looking for any that weren't metallic, because they do have a lot of metallic colorful eyeliners, and the guy that was helping me in Ulta suggested using lip liner, which does kind of freak me out a little bit, but he says he's tried it before, and he recommended the NYX suede lip liners, and I have one in Little Denim Dress, which is this blue. Then I have this one in Run the World, which is this purple, which these are pretty much going to be more for this eye. But for this eye, I've seen people do this. I have never done it, but I'm going to attempt it. I am going to use a white eyeliner on my waterline and attempt to pat eyeshadow on my waterline. We're going to try it. Let me put this on. I just used the NYX retractable white eyeliner. Now I'm going to take a Morphe, this is an M217 brush. It's an angled liner brush. Don't know if that helps you guys see it, but I'm going to start with, I'm going to go in the same order like this. I'm going to go in with a little bit of, I'm going to go in with the B.
I've been thinking of how you made me lose somebody. You are not the one, yet everything I ever wanted. Will I ever know how you touch my body, how you hold me close to you? Some things I don't know, stupidest thing that I've ever done. The way you made me feel, stuck in the time zone, a beautiful milestone. No more tears that to cry, hug me, keep me close, hug me till I know, haunt me.
Okay, so now I'm going to go touch up this eye, and I'm going to start with that purple shade that I was using from the James Charles palette, which is Escape, and I think I'm actually also going to tap into this Juvia's Place purple as well. I think it's just a tad bit brighter. Okay, so now I'm pretty much just going to use all those same colors under my eye, just like I did on this side. So for green, on the inner corner, it's not bright green, but it is this NYX retractable liner in aqua. I'm going to use this right here. Now I'm going to take, since I have that aqua one in there, I'm going to take a little bit of Social Blade, that green, the shadow, and pat it on top of that waterline. So we're going to see how my eyes react to using lip liners on them. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna first take Little Denim Dress. This is the NYX Suede eyeliner or lip liners. I'm gonna warm this up on the back of my hand. Ooh, that's pigmented. Wow, you can see it definitely. So next I'm going to take Run the World, this purple. Warm that up on the back of my hand too. Okay. Those actually glide on really, really well. I'm really surprised. Okay, so to finish up the eyeshadow, I'm going to go into my Juvia's Place palette and I'm going to take this green right here in the center because it's a very shimmery green, and I am going to put this on the inner part of my eye right here to give myself an inner corner highlight on this eye. Now the only kind of yellowy shimmer that I have is from the Tarte and Adeline Morin palette, and I think it's not going to be as bright as I want it to. It's this one right here in Law of Attraction. So I'm going to, first I'm going to place Ring Light from the James Charles palette on the inner part of my eye right here as my highlight. Maybe. That is not sticking very well on top of that shimmer, or on the top of that matte. Like, it's picking up that yellow below it. Okay, what's going on? Let me wet this. And now I'm going to take this Law of Attraction and kind of place it over that. And it actually looks really good. It picked up that yellow that I wanted. And now I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of B on this small brush because it like picked up some of the matte yellow. Okay, I'm gonna go finish up my face and my eyes, and I will be back. So you know what's even more nerve-wracking to me than liquid liner? Liquid lipstick that's bold. Bold liquid lips scare the crap out of me. So I'm not too incredibly crazy with the application of this liquid lipstick. It's not my worst, but it's definitely not my best. I love this liquid lipstick. This is the Juvia's Place one in Lulu. It is matte and bold, but overall I am incredibly happy with the way this look turned out. The lashes are the Lily Lashes Faux Mink in, these are Miami. So like I said, these are the Lily Lashes in Miami. They are super bold, super out there. All I did was I added the lashes, added a really thin line of liquid liner on top of it to kind of disguise the band. And the band looks a little bit more disguised on this eye than it does on this eye. But like I said, overall, I am super happy. And can we talk about this highlight? This is the Juvia's Place highlight in Clio. Yeah, in Clio. I'm just using Juvia's Place today. Their brand is awesome. So I think compared to my past 2 pictures, I have a little bit of a better technique. Now, is it perfect? No. I think practice absolutely makes perfect, and of course I don't sit in my room every day practicing a rainbow look. It's more the technique and the blending, and I think as products develop and grow, it gets almost easier to do your makeup, and with all the tutorials and information out there now, it's so easy to learn. But honestly, practice makes perfect. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel before you leave. Sorry, this like lash is messing with my eyeball. Please subscribe to my channel before you leave. Also, turn on the notifications so you'll be notified anytime that I post a video. And you can also follow me on my Instagram, and I keep you updated a lot on what's going on with my channel and just my life in general on there. And I'll have that linked in the description box down below. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.